Alrighty. What's up, man? Yo. Okay. Yo. Yo. Good to be back. Welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Club Podcast, episode 90 Fizzo, I think, right?
Yeah, 94.
90 Fizzo, Air Fizzo.
That 100 is looking real.
It is. Looking forward to when that day actually comes. Got some good things lined up.
Absolutely.
How is you, my guy?
I'm good now, man.
Okay.
I spent the whole week being sick.
So that extreme hangover turned into like
It just a whole bunch of issues
right
piled on. Like I don't think I was sick, but like
do you feel like you take care of your body?
that's a loaded question.
Yeah, I okay. All right. Well, as far as your health is concerned,
I could do better.
okay, that's a real thing because I feel like we are getting into that age now where going to the doctor is something that you should probably do more of.
Yeah.
And paying attention to like the things that you eat. Like obviously we've both been acknowledged alcoholics.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something that you have to change as you get a little bit older.
Right.
Like because I'm starting to move away from drinking just because.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
have to,
yeah, because like bro, waking up with the type of hangovers and feeling shitty for 4 days just to recover is not really the fun that we were led to be.
No.
So it's definitely something I'm recognizing. Like even down to the things that I eat. Like if I eat a certain food before I actually go to sleep, I wake up feeling like I got hit by a train.
Really?
Yeah. So like there's certain things that I used to love to eat that I really just got to stay away from. And if anything, I just eat water as much as I can.
Yeah, I've actually in the last 2 weeks I've changed my my eating habits pretty significantly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a conversation that me and my wife were having, and she's not as concerned about it with her being pregnant. It's like I just want to make sure that I'm giving my baby all the food that it needs.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, no, that's fine for you.
Right.
Me, like no.
Right. No,
It's a little different. Like
right.
when you give birth, you're gonna lose some of that that baby weight.
Right.
I am not.
That's true. That metabolism starts to slow down. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to gain more weight. I know it's tough, man.
I can give you some.
Shit, I'll take it. What else is going on? How's the weekend?
Weekend's weekending, man.
Okay.
Gotta take care of the house. Gotta get things in order. We're doing our baby shower for our beautiful baby girl.
Of course.
This weekend. So,
any thoughts or feelings about that?
just excited, man. Just in anticipation. I'm ready for my baby girl to be here.
I bet.
Just to be able to spend time with her, to be able to for my son to be able to spend time with her.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of and for my family really to be complete.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, that's strong.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's strong.
Thank you.
Congratulations to that again, man.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. No diggity.
What you got?
Just as far as myself.
Yeah. We were friends before this podcast started.
That's real. I'm not sure how much I want to divulge. I'll
Never mind.
Yeah,
No, I know.
Yeah, we'll stay away from that.
Yeah.
But
I forgot we had a whole conversation before we started recording.
But even outside of that, man, I'm really trying to stay balanced.
Yeah.
It's more difficult than I thought it was going to be. You get to that point where everything is going good, and then obviously life will happen. Mm-hmm. The world will happen. Your mental health will shift, and sometimes you're ready for it. Other times that you're not.
Right.
I'm going through what you would call a whole life reset. Just a conversation that I've had with people that I trust and whatnot, and where you have to pivot from where you thought your life was going or what you had planned for your life. You have to figure out a new type of angle. So I'm literally in the midst of trying to plan that.
Okay.
So it has its highs and lows. You can be excited for the future, but when you're piecing it together and you can be unsure and not sure what you want to do. I know a lot of people that are in our age range are going through that.
Yeah.
Just because the world is shifting so much, jobs are changing, and the benefits of those jobs in the long run, you actually have to try to look at the future and forecast, is this going to be something to sustain my life for the life that I would like to have?
Right.
So definitely going through that, and it's challenging. That's one thing I can say. It's definitely challenging, ups and downs in that. But outside of that, man, life is great.
Okay.
Life is great.
God is good all the time.
Yeah, all of that good stuff. Okay, I got a quick question. How we don't really talk music as much as I would like to.
Because we've seen what it does to the numbers.
Yeah.
Just gonna be honest.
That's real. But okay, just a quick opinion. How do you feel about rappers who rap at an elite level and they're having beef with each other online? Because obviously we see that.
Like, just rap.
Thank you.
Just rap.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all. Because at the end of the day, that's all people really want.
Yeah.
And especially what you're known for. It's a lot of online antics between really, really good rappers.
Yeah, the online tactics that was created by those that couldn't stand toe to toe in like a lyrical battle. That's where that shit came from.
Yeah, and it's weird because we in that time where Instagram and social media is being used so much to create a narrative or to be funny or just engagement content and all that shit. And I get it, but that shit is mad frustrating. It was just something I was thinking about. I was driving over here.
You know what I mean? You got beef with.
I don't think I've ever had.
You better rap beef proxy of me.
True, that's true. I had a
kill him.
I've had a small little thing where I definitely was shooting at somebody just because I disliked them personally in real life. So I've definitely done a little bit of that back in the day.
You shot shots like on my behalf once.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, yo, if I do this,
right,
I'm going to get killed in the media.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. Definitely done that.
But you can do it.
No, that's real. Oh, speaking of online rappers, you saw what happened with FN Mecha Godzilla? And that was literally, I think
the day the podcast posted.
Yeah, the day the podcast posted and whatnot. So FN Mecha was dropped from Capitol Records. Actually, there was a quote from, I'm trying to think of who.
No, they apologize.
No, they had to. The industry blackout. They posted a statement. I'm not gonna read it. It's kind of long, but basically they were just saying like, bro, this is mad insensitive. Why would you guys co-sign this? We expect this deal to be terminated. We need a formal apology. We need all of them songs removed off of every platform available. He's out of here.
Yeah.
There was another side to it though. The guy who was responsible for The Voice, Kyle the Hooligan. He basically said that they approached him and they wanted to have him do the voice for it. And they offered him equity in the company and, splits and all this and that. And he said after a certain point, they ghosted him.
Oh.
Yeah. They left him hanging. And in the back of my mind, it was like, all right, well, can't say. What did the contract say? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What did the contract say?
And he said he did not receive a dime. And that's my thing is, how did you get so far into the process and not receive any money? So that was a little concerning and whatnot.
At some point, you got to start asking questions, man. It's not just like, it's like, no, dude, this is a different concept. This is a process, man.
I'd be excited. I'd be excited as fuck. Like, bruh, like we're about to be on the cutting edge of an AI rapper. Like we know what the metaverse is doing and the capabilities of it.
So let's take it from another perspective.
Okay.
Because obviously when we talked about it and the AI, using the N-word, and that's kind of where I was like, I don't know how I feel about that, but not knowing that the voice created from that, the voice of the AI was produced from
a black person. Right.
Does that change your perspective on it?
All right. Well, let me add a little bit of context to the actual rapper, because when you watch the little video that they posted, you can't tell what he is. You can't tell if he's Hispanic, white, black.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So he's racially ambiguous.
Okay.
But even so, you're if you're gonna portray a rapper and because there are Hispanics in the culture that rap and grow and they have that password to say the N-word. Would you agree that exists?
I think that's a slippery slope too.
It is a slippery slope, but that was the Tekashi situation. Like that was 6ix9ine. Like he grew up where he grew up, and you're surrounded by a lot of black people. And because I've been in those situations where because of the environment that you grow up in, even if you're not necessarily black, the people when it comes to Hispanic people, if we kind of grow up next door to each other in the same type of situations. So if we all grow up together, saying the N-word is like, oh, that's my nigga right there.
Yeah.
And that was something that kind of became accepted because we grew together, and this is kind of like a culture thing.
Yeah, no.
So that I can somewhat understand, but again, the people who are behind this is a white man, and that's
the
where
people that are making the decision for the word to be used.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, they had like a whole little storyline that went behind this FN Mecca dude. With his Instagram profile. And it's just like he's talking about how he was wrongfully arrested. And man, I want to get out of here so I can go get in the studio and make these slaps. Like this is the kind of origin story
for computer AI.
For a computer AI character. And it's like there's somebody behind this saying that yes, this is what we're going to push out. And it's just like, bro, you're taking our culture and the consequences of the things that we struggle and deal with, and you're putting that into
you're romanticizing it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. And it's like I understand that. I know that's what record labels do. But that's kind of the problem in the fight that we have when it comes to hip hop in general.
But record labels do it with a real situation. They take a real individual that's really going through it and they romanticize it.
True. But
this is just purely storytelling.
Yeah, exactly. But and that's the thing. You're taking from our culture in order to profit from it. You're not actually in it. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're not helping somebody change.
This is legitimately 6ix9ine all over again.
Yeah, for real. And you figure we don't actually need you, and we're not going to use you to make profits. We're just going to create it out of thin air, but we're going to continue to steal from your culture and profit off of it. And that's what made the situation so disgusting in the first place.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So I was glad that ended up happening. Unfortunately, I think they're just going to bounce right back with something different. You make sure he's a white rapper and
he can't say nigga.
Yeah, he can't say nigga, and he can't necessarily use certain key factors from our culture that represent us or that we come from and apply it to this AI character.
I think they'll still do that last part. It's
Probably.
Just it'll be white and he can't say nigga.
I feel you, but at the same point in time, there's white rappers out there that they may come from tough circumstances, but
for sure.
But they don't necessarily go through the exact same things that we go through.
Right.
So I figure if you guys can take a different approach and that's something that you want to do, if you're going to be a white person doing something like that, let that shit be from your culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Don't come through and do it the way, just because you have a black voice behind it, that doesn't necessarily make it okay, because there's not a person from the culture or of color that is directing this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
You just got the voice. They're just the voice, and then they go home.
Yeah, exactly.
They step into a booth. They say a bunch of words,
right,
individually, and
right.
It's like, all right, man, your part's done.
Right.
We'll send you a check.
And if you
maybe,
and the thing is, it's just like that makes it a little bit better if he got paid. Like you ghosted dude, and he said he was gonna wait until it blew up, so he can come get his bread.
No, for sure.
And I respect that.
I'm not even mad at that.
Yeah, I respect that 1,000%.
Like,
but obviously, then when the deal gets severed, it's like, all right, well, y'all still getting sued, but
yeah,
so
now I'm suing you for whatever you got.
Right.
Intellectual property is what I'm coming for now.
Right. Yeah. So that was just funny. It was something that we had to highlight because right when we left, or after we got done recording, that was something that, and I was really surprised to hear.
I don't know if I was surprised.
I really thought they was going to, because
I thought they was going to ride.
Yeah, I thought they was going to let him ride, because it's just like, fam, how we even got here in the first place with the character and the way that he looks is the wild part for me.
Terrifying though.
So yeah, he looked crazy as hell. But at the end of the day, which is funny because we were. I'm sorry. I know this is. I'm killing the numbers. Staying on the music thing, but when we were talking about the. All right.
This is the fan base right now. This is who's listening.
I got it. I can let it go. We can save it for another time. What else is going on, man?
James Harden has a vendetta against birthday cake.
Hey, to be real with you, I kind of feel him. I'm not a
big fan of birthday cake.
exactly. So
I get it.
yeah, I'll let
My evil twin threw. So for those who do not know, my evil twin, James Harden,
Right.
the beard,
right,
he celebrated his 32nd birthday.
right.
God damn, I didn't realize that me and James Harden are that close in age.
Wow,
He's literally a couple months older than me.
that's crazy.
How different our lives. He was celebrating his birthday on a yacht.
Right.
I'm assuming off of the coast of Miami because that's where James Harden likes to frequent.
Of course.
And he had a tower birthday cake, and he's just kind of doing a little shimmy with it, and
Okay.
he just tosses the cake overboard.
I support him. I'm with him. It's because sometimes that stuff is corny, bro. That should be so weird, man. All the thing.
Why did you buy? Like, look,
Yeah.
nobody threw this party for James Harden. He bought that cake. Like, I don't care what you say. He paid for that cake.
Oh, okay. See, that's the thing. Overall, that's corny to me.
Even if somebody threw the birthday party for James Harden,
Right.
guess what? He still paid for it.
Yeah. That's weird. What else? There was something else you were talking. Oh, speaking from you come from the world of meats. Pause.
I just like the way you position this. There's no way that we can recover.
I feel you.
Okay.
But you had sent me a very interesting video when we talk about Instagram and clout and things that people do on the internet.
I've sent a lot of interesting videos in the last
That's
week. But
that's true. That's true. You've been on a rampage lately.
I have.
I fucks with it. But it was the Gordon Ramsay situation with
that one.
with the vegan woman.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware, and that's why I said this only can come from
This is in a different space.
Right.
This is my media.
Exactly. Yeah, this is your space.
So I'm gonna snitch on myself.
Okay.
The type of content that we create is not the type of content that I consume.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's real. That's real.
It's not even close.
Yeah, not at all. But go ahead.
I watch cooking videos.
Respectable though, because you got to consume stuff that's prevalent to your life.
So Gordon Ramsay, for those that, if you don't know who Gordon Ramsay is, this is going to be really weird to explain. But Gordon Ramsay, world-renowned chef, social media sensation. For those that did not know that,
I did it.
he has a hell of a presence on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
I didn't know that he moved into that space,
He is huge
and he's killing it.
on 100%.
Really?
He doesn't have the same personality that he does on his cooking shows,
Right.
where he's just a straight asshole.
Right.
He's actually pretty funny.
Okay.
On social media, and he actually does like reviews of people doing like weird cooking stuff. Like there was one where somebody did a Fruity Pebbles
Filet mignon.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that.
And he just called him a donut the whole time. It was funny.
Right.
So Gordon Ramsay, obviously one of the world-renowned chefs. There is a YouTube channel. I kind of don't want to give her clout, but for the purpose of the story, I am going to, because I do think that you should like see the wildness of this shit.
Okay.
The YouTube channel is called The Vegan Teacher.
Okay.
I'm not going to spell it out. I'm not going to clarify any of that shit, whatever.
Right. If you find it, you find it.
You figure it out.
I got
right?
you. I got you.
So The Vegan Teacher has the goal of making the world vegan,
Okay.
more or less.
Which I like to say I actually have a newfound thought when it comes to that.
Yeah, so here's let me break down my personal preference as far as veganism and
Okay.
my thoughts on vegans as a whole.
Okay.
I don't have an issue with the idea of veganism.
Okay.
From a standpoint of, is it healthier living? Absolutely.
Right.
Is there proof that it is probably the optimal way to live your life from a nutrition standpoint?
I haven't found, if we take the fact that there is a lot of poison in a lot of the regular foods that we consume,
Yeah.
and a lot of the food that we grew up consuming as kids, I understand that standpoint. As far as complete veganism giving you all of the nutrition that you need? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not saying that it's not out there, but I don't know.
I think it's a bigger point of getting the processed food out of your life.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest point of all of it.
Okay.
And doing a lot more organic and a lot more naturally, naturally grown, naturally raised foods.
I respect that.
But people that live vegan lives are typically healthier to a degree.
Okay.
I think I would fair to say that.
That's fair.
And we both know people that are vegan.
Absolutely.
The thing that I would say about the people that we know that are vegan and some of the more extremist vegans that I've met in my life, and the thing that I appreciate about the vegans that I know is they don't push their veganism on me.
Right. And that was the joke for a while because a lot of the
But
way
it's a real thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But a lot of the way that certain vegans would come off, especially when it came to the internet, it was very pushy and kind of demonizing people for the way that they eat, which I get because when you see the way that we treat the animals that we consume, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's some real disgusting shit.
Yeah.
That like it really bothers me seeing that, and it sticks with me. It's not one of those things where you're like, I'm not watching that, and you skip past it. For me personally, it's something that I watch and I be like, that really bothers me.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I keep looking in that direction, because I don't like the byproduct. I don't like what happens for us to enjoy a steak.
You make a really good point. I love steak.
I do too.
and I'm not going to apologize for that. And I'm not making light of it.
Not at all.
I'm not making light of it at all. But it's like, look, I am who I am.
Yeah.
I'm not apologizing for it.
I understand.
I understand your feelings towards the whole situation.
Right.
You do you. I do me.
Right.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Right.
You're not going to hurt me.
Right.
We'll be okay.
I understand.
Like the vegan friend that I do have, we have dinners with them.
You guys ever had any arguments?
I think in the very, very, very beginning, I don't remember.
Okay.
But I think in the very beginning, maybe.
It would have been interesting to see.
It might have been.
Right.
I don't think I was married. I don't think I was even in a relationship.
Okay.
No, because I don't think they went full vegan until.
It wasn't until more recent years, right?
Yeah, maybe. So,
Okay.
no, so probably not. I don't know.
Okay.
But we have dinner with our vegan friend kind of often.
Yeah.
And there's always vegan options there.
Of course.
You know, we never is like, oh, you got to figure out what the fuck you can do, regardless of who's hosting, because
Right.
it's like it's a group of friends,
Right, of course.
So it's like regardless of who's hosting, whoever's hosting, make sure that there are vegan options
Right.
there,
Right.
Because we're not assholes.
That's real.
But at the same time, like if they're hosting, they make sure there's stuff that like
For you.
me,
Right.
I want to eat.
And that's thoughtful.
Right.
That's thoughtful.
So it's literally they have the mindset. It was like, yes, I believe in this, but
Right.
at the same time, I'm not going to push my agenda on you, and I'm very much so appreciative of that.
Okay.
That is not the vegan teacher.
Right.
That's not the vegan.
Yeah,
teacher.
my bad. Yeah, we getting away from
That's not the vegan teacher in the slightest bit.
Right.
She has been demonizing many YouTubers.
many of the meat kings.
Yeah, many. You gotta stop.
That's a good episode title.
This is
The meat king.
The meat kings.
I'm a meat king. Pause. Hey, I'm trying to bring some of that back, man. We gonna get back to the funnies, but anyway, continue. I'm sorry. I'm running. My bad.
So the meat. Jesus.
I'm telling you, it works. It works. Continue.
So the vegan teacher has been demonizing the likes of Gordon Ramsay and Mr. Beast. For those who do not know who Mr. Beast is, just look him up. You'll be astonished.
Yeah, you let me know. You let me know.
So she has demonized both of these individuals, specifically calling Gordon Ramsay a murderer.
Okay.
And I think even suggesting that he should be locked away.
It's a little extreme. I understand her passion, but
Her passion is it's a bit extremist. She has I from a idealistic standpoint, I understand why she feels the way that she feels.
Okay.
The way that she rationalizes it and explains it, fucking horrible.
comes off really.
Really horrible.
Okay.
So there's this YouTube channel, and I sent you the video, and I don't remember the channel that actually highlighted it. I do want to shout him out because he is. I watch a lot of his videos about shit like this.
Okay.
So it is from. Hold on, I will find the name in 2 seconds. It is Sunny V2.
Okay.
That is the YouTuber that posted the video, basically chronicalizing
Right.
the whole incident.
Okay.
If you want to actually watch the video, go to Sunny V2's channel. Look at the video. He has a lot of really good stuff. I'm not going to put his channel in the description. I'm just not going to do that. But finalizing it, basically, she admitted she goes after bigger YouTubers to.
I would like to highlight that.
Go for it, please.
Because when you sent it to me, I ain't gonna lie. I was like,
You had some sympathy for it, right?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But at first when I saw it, I was just like, what is this? Number one. But this is coming from your universe, so it's like, all right, there might be a point in here. So I watched the video, and it shows basically how the vegan teacher is. She's very extreme when it comes to veganism, but she's attacking Gordon Ramsay and whatnot. But it's the way that Gordon Ramsay's support is, his followers were attacking her.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like when the nice person comes up and says, "Hey guys, that's wrong." It's like, shut the fuck up. And somebody
I do want to highlight this because
they were killing her.
Gordon Ramsay pulled a really petty move that the pettiness inside of me, like there was a tear of joy that fell.
Okay.
So he watched one of her reviews of his videos,
right?
Like where she was killing him
because she was reaching out multiple. She kept attacking him, but he wasn't. He didn't even have to respond a lot of the times.
But he finally did, and
right.
when he did, like he started off eating a little, a little head of lettuce.
Yeah.
A little head of lettuce, and then like he looked at the lettuce, chucked it, grabbed a burger, and just started.
That was yeah, it's a little rough, man.
It was completely uncalled for.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
But from a petty perspective.
Oh no, I understood it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I understand it 1,000%. But she came off as a very kind and she didn't come off as somebody who was very nasty or anything like that, at least from what I saw.
Until
she makes a video saying that her entire goal the whole time was to gain the followers that she received by attacking such a big and successful person on the internet.
Right.
And even with the guy narrating the video, I'm like, why is he speaking about this woman like she's the most evil person on the planet? And she's not really going crazy. She's just kind of standing up for what she believes in. Yes, she's attacking Gordon Ramsay. But I couldn't understand why his energy towards her was in such a negative light until you get to the end of the video. And it's all based on the fact that she was doing all of this just to get her following up.
Yeah. And I think the narrator, Sunny V2, his reasoning for vilifying her so much is more so not based on her attacking Gordon Ramsay. I think it's more so her attacking Mr. Beast.
Okay,
it's a lot more of a compelling argument,
right?
Because Mr. Beast is widely known, for those that are aware. Mr. Beast spends a lot of money on his production of videos.
Okay.
In some cases, millions of dollars.
Okay.
And her point was, all this money that you spent doing this, that, and the third could have been used on feeding people, doing all this other stuff.
Right.
Mr. Beast is the last person that you need to come at with that energy, because Mr. Beast is a YouTuber that gives away a lot of his money.
Okay.
He bought an entire grocery store and gave away the entirety of its food to homeless people.
Oh, wow. So he's very big into the philanthropy.
He's 100% huge into philanthropy. He has probably been responsible for feeding and housing more homeless people and more hungry kids than, I would say, a huge collective
of people that are in philanthropy.
Exactly.
Okay.
Especially in the YouTube community.
Okay, I got you.
So
to attack him,
she was vilifying him as if he wasn't doing enough.
Right.
And I was like, dude, this dude has given away tens of millions of dollars.
Right.
And to be quite honest with you, like, it's not his responsibility
at all. He
like,
chooses to do that. Most people.
That is the thing about like people that are successful and make all this money. It's like, oh, well, you should be spending your money to do this, that, and the third. It was like, no, I put the work in to make this money for me to be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do with it.
Right.
The fact that he chooses philanthropy
says something about
says a lot about the individual.
And for you to come out and attack him without actually knowing that information.
Because I got to be honest with you, the percentage of money that he makes that he gives away, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Will I give back?
Right.
Yes.
Of course.
Not that percentage.
I feel you.
This motherfucker is living off of pennies compared to what he makes.
Right. That's fair. So for her to come out at the end to say and admit, because they were showing that in between all of this back and forth with Gordon Ramsay, that her followers and her subscription was skyrocketing, going crazy. And after I watched it, I was just like, it's amazing that is the world we live in, where even somebody who came off as somebody so nice and not evil.
I think you look at her in a much better light than I did.
Yeah, of course I did. But it's just I'm watching, because you saw they were showing how his followers was killing her.
Yeah,
and she wasn't responding necessarily in a way that most people do today in the internet. Most people respond very nasty back in the comments, saying the wildest shit, whatever the case may be. And she seemed to be handling it with some kind of grace and still sticking with her stance and her message. So at the end, for it all to be using all of that just to build her own account, that's disgusting the most for me, because that is unfortunately the age that we're in.
Right.
Even circling back to the rapper thing, it's just like, yo, the two artists who rap really well, they could just rap,
but they won't.
Right. They're going to take it to the internet.
Right.
Everything gets taken to the internet, and there has to be some type of controversy in order for people to do anything nowadays, because it benefits them in the long run. And that shit's just, it's a nasty time. And we talk about this shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like, we got to go through all of these different things that happen in the world and filter out certain shit that we personally don't want to talk about. And it doesn't necessarily bring us the viewership that we would like to have to cut through.
Right.
But unfortunately, I would like to sleep better at night and not watch myself on camera talking about a billion different things that I personally don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
So,
no, I'm with you.
No doubt.
Like, Kylie Jenner hasn't told the world about her baby's name yet, or Rihanna gave birth to her baby and nobody's talking about it.
Right. Oh, speaking of the Rihanna thing, I was about to come in here and be like, give me my fucking apology and say that you were wrong. There was a rumor going around that Rihanna was dropping a song.
Where's the song?
I know.
Look, man.
But when I saw it, I was about to send it to you.
Look.
Without even reading nothing, without even looking at nothing, I was about to send it to you, be like, told you, nigga, you was wrong.
I will apologize when I hear the song.
I know. But then it turned out that it was just a rumor. So
yeah, because
I had to tuck that.
Because guess what?
Bruh, the text was about to fly.
Because guess what? Niggas will say shit. Oh, she just had her baby. She's got to be ready to release music.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's how that rumor started. I know.
I
know exactly how this shit works. Rihanna's watching this shit, and you know, and this is the part that makes it so bad. Is Rihanna's looking at these posts, and you know what she's doing?
Laughing,
liking them.
Oh yeah, letting motherfuckers think that they might be on to something, keeping her engagement up while not engaging. I get it.
Because deep down, Rihanna's petty as fuck.
Yeah, that's true. She always has been. That makes sense.
Yeah, so she's looking at y'all like, how you thought?
Speaking of engagements and things that people will do for clout, and somewhat staying in that same realm, Instagram etiquette in a relationship.
Yeah.
Thoughts on it?
I'm gonna need a little bit more.
A little more of a scenario.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more scenario.
Let's say that you're in a relationship.
See.
And you see some women crack about this when it comes to men. Men will be in a relationship, but their likes and the things that they follow on Instagram will be of the IG models, the naked chicks, the OnlyFans girls and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they be going crazy on those likes. In the captions, fire emojis and all of that and whatnot. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like those girls are kind of like, you know, famous.
Yeah.
And somewhat out of their realm.
Can I say this before you get back into your scenario? I've never understood leaving the fire emoji comments under a girl that is never going to acknowledge you.
I was never big into that either.
Why?
Yeah, I was never big because you know that it gets lost in the shuffle.
Yeah,
like it's never going to be seen.
Yeah.
So no, I agree with you, Dan. Okay, so let's take it down to a more micro level. So let's say that it's just women that you may know.
Okay.
Women, whether you've met them once, whether you used to beat, whether they're just your friends.
Okay.
When it comes to the pictures in general, what do you feel like is the proper etiquette that a man in a relationship should have?
The answer to this question, it varies based on the situation.
Okay.
Women that you have had relations with,
No go.
yeah, that's a hard stop. That's a look. Do not advance.
Right.
This is we had fun.
Right, but that was it.
Sayonara.
Yeah, no, I get you. I respect that, and I agree with that.
That only gets muddier and muddier.
Yeah.
And then eventually, one day, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, one day you will get caught up and you will not be able to explain yourself in a way that makes sense or is reasonable for forgiveness
Yeah.
to be expected.
No, that's fair.
There are the women that you kind of view from a distance, but you never made a move on. That's the gray area one.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the one where it's like, okay, do you know this girl personally? No. So why are you liking the pictures? She's not famous. All right, you got me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. What's the answer to that? It's like, I like the picture. She looks attractive. Right? That I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that.
Do not say that.
No, I get it. I get it 1,000%. Okay, now let's bring it even closer. Friends. Genuine friends.
Yes.
Well, your girlfriend may or may not have met them.
Right.
But you guys are genuinely friends.
I have a lot of homegirls that I've never had any kind of sexual relations with.
Beautiful women, correct?
One could say that.
Okay, cool. What is your stance when it comes to that? Let's say that they're out in a nice dress. You know, women are posting. They're gonna post when they look good.
So here's the thing. If you are only liking those posts on your homegirls,
right,
that looks a little weird.
Okay, that's fair.
Now if she's like walking her dog and you just see the dog and you like that post too,
yeah.
What about this?
Yeah, yeah.
So it kind of goes into like what's the intent and what does it all look like?
Yeah.
And then it also goes into like, yo, this is my homegirl, and she's like, well, I've never met her. It's like, all right, well, why don't we?
Simple.
This is the way I view it as far as like social media is concerned and liking posts and all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. If you're not willing to have the person that you're liking the posts of and your partner be in the same room,
that's questionable.
Be totally comfortable with it.
That's questionable.
Then yeah, there's some questionable shit happening.
1,000%. I agree.
There's almost certainly some questionable shit going on.
That makes sense.
But if you don't care and it's like, yo, yeah, no, of course you can. Like, I kind of want y'all to be cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is shit. She was giving me advice on how to talk to you.
Hey, that'd be the one right there. That'd be the one.
Like when you was moving funny,
that'd be the one.
Moving funny. She was like, "No, sometimes girls do this.
Right.
Just like, don't blow up just yet."
Right.
Nah, so
yeah,
thank her.
Yeah, for real.
Thank her.
Yeah, for real. That's real. That's very real.
But that's not a conversation that girls want to listen to.
Right. I mean, because me and you treat social media very differently.
I treat social media. Yeah, no,
and 100%. You even more so than I do, just because you're completely detached in general.
You can't tell me the last time I liked to post on Instagram.
Right. And I completely understand that.
Yeah.
Mine drastically changed within the past couple years just because at the end of the day, overall, it is a waste of time.
Yeah.
But when I see my friends out there be on there scrolling, it's like, oh, like, keep moving. Oh, like, keep moving.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that depends on what they're doing on Instagram, because a lot of people use Instagram for promotional use. People have things that they're selling. Women aspire to be models, do the makeup tutorials. You have people who do music. You have people who are in business. Mm-hmm. And we understand that just interacting with their posts on a consistent basis can raise their visibility for whatever it is that they're trying to do.
Right.
So I even got into that mode of just liking all of my friend shit no matter what.
Right.
But I understand that the pictures make a difference and what's going on in the pictures. Mm-hmm. But people still use them looking nice, fresh in whatever gear, or you know what I'm saying?
They're threatened.
Yeah,
they're threatened by somebody else that they deem as attractive, and somebody that's like, oh no, if you had the opportunity, you would. And it's like, yeah, but I wouldn't. Because
you can't,
because I've been and see, this is the thing. This is nuance,
right?
This is nuance shit, because it's like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but like you haven't been here for the last 10 years and you haven't seen the interactions. You like legitimately, it's like, yeah, I've been alone in a room with this person and nothing has happened.
Yeah, true.
And if I was in a room with this person tomorrow, nothing would happen.
True, but
I know that and they know that.
But from the other side of people who, like, we've always joked about how Instagram is one of the biggest dating tools.
Yeah.
Like the main world, that is how people operate. You start liking your pictures, they like your pictures back, somebody's sliding in the DMs, y'all exchanging conversation that way.
Right.
That's the most common thing today. So if you're in a relationship and you're coming from that world, if you see your partner liking a whole bunch of pictures and that person liking,
That's how we started talking.
yeah. and I understand that that's a common thing, and I understand that that's how that works.
Yeah.
But I can only speak for myself. That's just not something that I can say that I've done.
No.
I don't use the Instagram as a dating tool.
Yeah.
I understand how it can be taken as flirting, which is why, like,
I flirted on the gram a couple times.
I understand. My thing is, to be real with you, even women that I personally find attractive, when they post a certain thirst trap, I'll look at it and be like, you just craving the attention.
Yeah.
And if I feel away, I'm not even liking it.
Nah.
Like, I won't do it because it's just like, I don't want to be a part of giving you that if I'm interested in you. I don't want to be a part of the other millions of guys who like your picture and want to comment and flirt underneath it.
Again, I'm not big in the comments
At all.
Now I'll do that for my wife. That's my wife.
But guess
I'm
what?
big on my
But
wife.
guess what? Guess what though?
Like-
If it's a genuine friend, that's another female friend that I have, I'm gonna be in the comment and just put a fire emoji.
Nope.
I understand.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. This is separate of me being in a relationship.
Of course.
I'm talking
yeah.
about moving as a single guy. I'm not trying to shoot my shot at you. I know you. We're friends. Yo, you posted a dope picture. Yo, fire.
I'm with the funnies.
What you mean?
I'm always with the funnies. I'm talking shit.
Oh, okay. I got you. That's fair.
Oh, damn. You think you doing something, huh?
I feel you. But see, that sound like hate. From the outside, that look like hate.
Look, I got inside jokes with all my people.
Of
I don't give a
course.
shit how I look
Ah,
to
okay, I
everybody
get you. I
else.
get you. But from the outside, though, your activity on Instagram could be suspect, and that is something that, as men, we have to take into account.
100%. We have to acknowledge and we have to accept that everything that we do on social media, it comes with some level of perception, whether it's correct or not. Like, there's a perception with everything you do on social media.
Of course,
There is.
Of course, I agree. I'm with that. And then my other side of it is the way that it's used. Like, because when people use Instagram is to capture your attention, so that's what it's for.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I pulled out of it, because I'm not the take a picture of myself guy and post it. And I know that's a common thing that women do.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
At least by today's standards. I personally don't agree with it, but that's just me.
Right.
I was just curious on what you thought about that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of an outdated way of viewing things. I think we need to get back into more like face-to-face human interaction and seeing how somebody moves. It's like, yeah, I like my homegirl's pictures, but like, where am I at 95% of my free time?
I like to highlight that.
Yeah.
I do like to highlight that. I swear I do understand the perspective of it, especially how it looks. And when you go back and you look at it, you're just like, okay, I understand how that could look a certain way.
Right.
But again, if those are my friends, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difficult thing to do, especially when you're dealing with a woman and you're trying to take her feelings into account and making sure that she's secure, especially in the world of the internet. So
I understand.
it's difficult. I'm just curious. Yeah, just very curious. I think that might be where we at on time.
We're at time.
All right. Hey, that's all we got for today. This has been another episode.
No. Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
So I want to highlight a couple of things. Do we want to announce the date? No, never mind. No, we don't.
We got some shit coming.
Yeah, we got some shit coming.
Yeah, we're gonna make some changes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We got some shit.
there are actually some changes right now.
Oh yeah.
But it's all behind the camera.
Yeah. You won't
Like,
notice.
there's some stuff that's gonna happen, and when it happens, it's gonna be like, oh damn.
Yeah. It's out. Looking forward to the future.
I'm super excited about it.
Looking forward to the future. But that's all that we got for today, man. Like I said, I'm coming back to kick it next time. I ain't gonna hold you. It's just gonna be straight kick it.
I'm with it.
It might even be a short episode of us just kicking it.
Hey, I'm with it.
Just anything to get us to the
adding up the numbers.
Right. This has been another episode of the Gentleman's Club Podcast.